Okay, so I'll go up and knock on the door. I don't know why we're going over this. We've already done this like 16 times, but you keep getting confused.
Well, we're going over because I don't know what you're doing. You're supposed to, when you get somebody that's nice, you're supposed to call for me.
I just haven't found anybody that I would consider to be overly nice, so...
Well, they don't need to be overly nice. They just need to be nice.
So, like, if they don't shut the door in my face, that's nice enough?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you just see somebody, I didn't learn the moonwalk for nothing, Marble.
You're right.
I learned the moonwalk to sell it to people.
Took a lot of watching Michael Jackson and a lot of videos and doing stuff and making sure it was right.
I had to watch that tutorial video for at least 2 weeks before I could start to do it.
I know it. And that was 6 months ago. So, I mean, you've been working on it a long time and
I know.
finally here.
I know, and now we can finally start making some damn money. But we can only make money. First of all, when you knock, you need to roll into that door as hard as you can. Because a little ding, 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 they're not going to hear it.
That's true. All right. I'm going to try.
Okay. I'll wait in the car for you.
This one's got a ring doorbell.
That's okay.
Yeah, hello?
Hi, hi there, neighbor. We're just going door to door with American flags. As you can see, I got an American flag that's on the ground.
Okay.
Would you say you're patriotic?
Patriotic, yeah.
And we're just, have you ever heard of our company? It's called New Springfield Company.
New Springfield Company. I mean, I may have.
Yeah, like a company that's got New Springfield in the name. Yeah.
Yeah, I've known a few companies that have had New Springfield in the name, yeah.
We're just going door to door, trying to get some information from people about, what they kind of think of our products. So is that something would you be okay with that?
I mean, sure.
Okay, well, you take this flag, and I want you to wave it with pride, okay? I'm gonna go get the boss. Boss! 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 I got me a happy, nice man!
You got one?
I got one, come on!
You got one?
Okay,
Okay.
Get the stuff.
Sir, don't go back inside. Don't go back inside. Shut up.
Whoa. Come here. Sir, we're back. We didn't leave. Okay, so we just need, as you can see, we got 6 panels of dance floor. So we just need a little piece of, we need to come in and do this little dance. We're going to set up our dance floor. You need to go into your bathroom and get a change of clothes going.
What do you mean? Why do you, what?
What's this Springfield Company?
But what are you trying to sell me?
A dance. He's going to come in and demonstrate a dance for you.
Can't you just do it out here?
No, Scott, he only gets paid if he comes inside the house.
But this is your company?
He only gets paid if he comes inside the house.
But you made the company, so...
Well, we just kind of put together the dance. And then now we kind of got ourselves in a situation.
We got dogs and cats inside.
That's okay. I mean,
I don't mind.
Yeah, it's not like he rolled around in, salt and pepper beforehand. They ain't gonna attack him. We love dogs. What kind of dogs you got? You got any cats? We love those. He's a goat.
Yeah, I got cats.
He's a goat, so we're animals.
Yeah, I just don't think that's something we're gonna be comfortable with.
Oh, I mean, come on now. You're the nicest guy I talked to today. Can't you just give him a little bit of floor space?
Sir, I just want to let you know I can do the moonwalk.
Have
you ever seen a moonwalk in person?
In your house. Just a little bit of floor space.
But so, like, how much?
Well, I mean, we come with 6 panels, but I think, Brandon, we could do it on 3.
So you're selling me the panels?
No,
or
I'm
the dance?
selling you a performance. I'm selling you. Your line is you don't even have to buy nothing right now. He just gets paid if he comes in the house.
So he'll do the dance?
He'll do the dance. We'll set up 3 to 6 panels, depending on how much time and floor space you can dedicate. And then he's going to do the moonwalk. In the meantime, we also need to put on our costumes. So we'll go into your little bathroom and put on our little costumes, and then he'll come out.
I just don't, he looks like he hasn't taken a shower.
Brandon?
I mean, look at him.
Well, he's a goat.
I haven't taken a shower in probably a month or 2.
It's horsefly season. That's why there's horseflies around him. It's not because he's stinky.
I'm always swinging my tail so this horseflies go away. So
right. I think that's discrimination. And to be honest with you, we don't both have to come in. It could just be him.
I mean, I kind of prefer if it was just you.
Oh, well, he's the one doing the dance, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the vote of confidence on me.
Yeah, I was actually about to fuck my wife in there, so.
Oh. Well, I mean, if he could, like, dance while you're doing it.
No,
I
I just don't think that's something we're going to be comfortable with. So, good luck, guys. I'm going to go back inside and,
God damn it, Marble, you fucked that one up too.
What did I do wrong? I didn't do nothing wrong. I told him everything we were going to do.
You offered to do it on 3 panels.
What?
You trying to diminish my performance. I can't do
He
it on
didn't
3
want all
panels.
6. You could tell he didn't have enough
He
room
didn't
for all
want it
6.
at all. He wasn't a nice guy.
I thought he was. I mean,
He said I smelled.
But he didn't say that until I'd already said he was a nice guy. So if he had said that before.
Figure out if he's a nice guy.
Well, you just said if he was anything other than not closing the door, that meant he was nice. And
You know what? Next house, right next door, I'm the one knocking. You can come with me. I'm the one knocking.
Hey, that guy's coming back out and putting a no soliciting sign on his door.
Fuck him.
That's so rude, sir. We're right here still.
Hasn't he ever heard of the new Springfield company?
He said he may have.
Really?
He may have heard of a company with that name before.
Really?
With that sort of, those 3 words all together, he may have known them.
We have on Facebook.
He could be.
Interesting.
Thanks for liking our Facebook page. Thank you, sir.
Can I help you?
Hi, have you ever, do you like dances?
Like the prom?
No, like seeing them be done?
Oh, like, going to the ballet, that sort of thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Sure, yeah, I'll entertain that.
Okay, here. Marble, I got a nice one.
You got a nice one?
Let me go get my boss. Hold on 1 second, sir. Let me go get my boss. Marble.
What is it? You think you got a nice one?
I do.
Okay, well, he's not waving that flag very strongly.
Okay, sir, how would you like to see the moonwalk be done? I have 6 panels right here. All I need to do is come inside your house, install these 6 panels. We have to go use your bathroom so that we can change into our suits, and we're going to do a dance. You ever heard of the new Springfield company?
I think I have heard of you guys, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Why don't you guys go ahead and come in, go ahead and start setting up your panels, and while you're doing that, I'm just going to log into the computer real quick and, put in some information.
You can feel free to point a webcam at us, live stream us, like us on Facebook, subscribe, anything you want. We got a YouTube channel, too. We got 5 subscribers on there. I did a moonwalk.
Are there any, names I should put in the credits? What are your 2 names?
Yeah, Brandon and Marble.
Marble Rogers. Marble and Brandon Rogers.
Brandon Rogers, we're the Rogers family.
All right. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. It's not every day that a goat and a marble show up at the door, but I did just want to do my due diligence. Get the fuck down! You're under arrest! Get down!
What the fuck?
Yes, folks, No, stay down.
I can't breathe!
You need to put his arms behind his back.
I can't breathe!
Ackerman, get him locked in.
Lieutenant, with all due respect, his arms are behind his back. He's a goat. They don't go that far.
And that's what they need to be there. So good. They need to be there hurting him. Good. You know what this guy did?
No.
I don't know what either.
I don't know what the fuck I possibly could have done other than take 6.
Do nothing.
All I did was take 6 months to learn a goddamn dance. Apparently, can't suss out if he's... This is a lot harder than I thought it was, Marble. I'm sorry.
We heard tale that, you folks were going door to door, and we figured it was only time before you would make it to this door. So we set up a little bit of an operation, if you will.
Just to see it?
Yep, just to see you. Why don't you guys give us a little information? Is it true that you reported your son, baby David Singh, missing a couple days ago?
Well, yeah, I ain't seen him.
You what?
Yeah, I reported him missing because I haven't seen him. You keep telling me you see him, but the house ain't that big, and I ain't seen him.
I seen him just a couple days ago.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be every day if he lives in our house and he's under our care? Where is he at?
I've just seen him walking around the shadows. I see glimpses of him here and there. He's just doing
I'm not sure why, I'm being arrested, though. Why are we both
don't
in,
make no sense to
chains?
me. If she reported our damn son missing, why the fuck would I ever be arrested?
Exactly.
I can't breathe.
It don't make no sense, and you got his arms broken behind his back.
His arms are not broken. He'll be fine.
They're not broken. To be
They
fair.
might be a little strained, but nothing like what we think he did to your son.
What?
What? What do you mean? Whoa.
We're gonna take him back to precinct and put him in the interrogation room.
What?
Listen, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you can and say will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
All right, take him.
Excuse me, I want to see my client.
Who are you here to see? Who's your client?
Brandon and Marble Rogers.
Okay, they're right back here.
Thank you.
Disgusting.
You what?
Nothing.
You're supposed to be impartial. It's very dirty if
I didn't say anything.
it's dirty if the clerk of courts thinks they're guilty.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Right through this door?
Right through this door.
Okay. Okay, I everything's going to be okay. Now, you two, you got to explain to me why they think you had anything to do with baby David Singh's disappearance.
I don't know. I don't know why he's even reported as missing.
Because, Brandon, I ain't seen him since the Azuis.
Are you absolutely kidding me? You've not seen him lurking around the house.
No, he don't lurk. I ain't heard him jumping. I ain't heard him playing the bongos or singing.
So why did
Ain't
you go
seen him.
report him missing without telling me?
Well, Brandon, because every time I brought it up, you always treated me like I was insane.
Well, you
You
kinda
tried
are.
gaslighting me.
Well, now you called the police and got us both arrested.
But I didn't have anything to do with it, Daddy, and that's why I hired you to be my lawyer. Because I don't know what to do.
I can't afford a lawyer.
Yeah, Brandon, unfortunately, I guess I did tell them you were both of my clients, but that's actually not true. I can't do pro bono work because I'm not actually a lawyer. So, like, if I do lawyer work, I have to get paid lawyer for it. And,
Okay.
Marble's the only one who can afford me. So you are going to
We have
get,
shared income, though.
you're probably going, well, yeah, but you're probably going to get an appointed lawyer.
Okay.
So,
Well, they offered to interrogate me without a lawyer, so I think I'm going to go do that real quick just to clear everything up.
that's fine if you want to.
Okay.
All right, so tell us again. We want to know, Mr. Locks, or Mr. Rogers, sorry. We want to know where you were the night of the Azuis. That's the last time the mother is aware of the baby's presence. So could you just walk us through that evening?
I was at the Azuis.
Yeah, so you went to the Azuis. Now, had you already seen baby David Singh before or after the Azuis?
He was definitely around.
Just around.
Yeah, I saw him before the Azuis for sure.
Okay, and
He was there, I think.
I understand that he gave you a shirt you didn't want to wear. He had
Tuxedo
found
shirt.
a shirt that maybe you had hoped had disappeared.
Your tuxedo shirt.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the altercation that occurred between you and David Singh that ended with his death.
Huh?
Tell us a little bit about the altercation.
There wasn't a conversation that happened before his death.
There wasn't a conversation, so you admit he's dead.
I don't know if he's dead.
Well, you just said there was a conversation
well,
that
you're telling
happened before
me
he's
he's
dead.
dead. So why would I not think he's dead or something?
I think you're getting confused here, son.
Well, clearly you're trying to confuse me.
No, I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm just trying to get to the truth.
What do I have to hide?
I don't know. That's what you tell me.
Listen,
Where did you hide the pieces?
There's nothing hidden of the pieces of David Baby Singh. Baby David Singh, for God's sake.
So when's the last time you
I
saw him?
missed him every day.
You've missed him. I thought you just saw him.
Well, yeah, I
You
see
saw him lurking in the shadows.
Lurking in the shadows. I try to say, David Baby Singh, come here. But he's just always out of reach.
Always out of reach. Can't hear you. Lurking in the shadows. Sounds an awful lot like a, guilted manifestation of a ghost.
Could be.
Why? What would you have to be guilty over about baby David Singh?
I don't know, because he's kind of like not even a person anyway.
Not even a person anyway.
He's a damn statue.
So you agree that he is not. So you would say that he's not like worthy of the same, skip.
It'd be hard to, let me put it this way. If he was murdered, it'd be hard to even call it murder, because he's just a statue.
Interesting. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Daddy, I mean, I'm just starting to think that there's something we don't know about. That maybe they must have. Why do they think we murdered baby David Singh?
Well, that's yet to come. You know, they're still interviewing Brandon, and I assume when they come out, the other cop will interview you and me. Oh, here. Yes?
I'm here to see my client.
Sister, no?
Clark?
You're here as a lawyer?
I'm here for Brandon.
I'm here for Marble on lawyer.
Okay.
I didn't know you were like a court-appointed lawyer.
I'm not.
Oh.
He called me.
Oh.
I'm doing it pro bono.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not allowed to do pro bono because if I'm a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer. Then when I'm not, I have to be paid as lawyer, even though I'm not a lawyer. It's legal.
Well, I'm not a lawyer either, so maybe they will make me do that, but I'm doing it.
Sister, no. To be honest with you, I wanted to get paid, so I just came up with that
Okay,
rule.
that's fair enough. I'm gonna go find my client. Marble, did you do it?
I didn't do nothing. I just haven't seen baby David Singh since he was zooey.
We can never will again.
Why?
Have you seen the news?
What news?
They found his remains scattered all the way across the park, and that the whole city's talking about it.
They found him in Daisy Moore Park! On the West Block of 100 McClifton Street!
They sure did. It's right underneath the two Asian men holding arms, and they're coming out of the city.
Brandon's mom lives by there!
It's okay, honey. It's okay. So, sister, no, you're telling me on the news they found David's body?
Oh, yeah, he's dead. Been dead for weeks.
Oh, my God. Weeks?
That's what they're saying.
They can tell
They did
from...
carbon dating,
Oh, my God. They carbon dated all the cracks on him?
I guess.
That's crazy.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Listen, I'm trying to interview Brandon. He called me. I said I'd do it. I just want to know if he did it. How could somebody murder their own son?
I don't know, and I'm married to a monster, 'cause I didn't do it.
Well, you don't know if he did it yet, but it's certainly looking like he did. The WHIB is certainly saying it.
Oh my God, Brandon, why did he do it to David? I'm never gonna hear him sing!
Ever since we got that damn baby David Singh, my life ain't ever been the goddamn same. He's a fucking statue. He kept getting into my goddamn shit. Sister, no. He kept getting in my goddamn portal that I use.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell him you did it.
What are you talking about? You're supposed to be my lawyer. You said I could tell you that in confidence.
Well, I mean, I lied. I'm not really a lawyer, so I have to go and say that you told me you killed the baby. You should be in prison.
Sister, no, with all due respect, aren't you scissoring people left and right? Working with that damn scissor freak woman killing people?
How do you know about that?
Because they talk about it on podcasts. There's a fucking place in New Springfield where gay women go and been getting killed.
Well, that's a misconception. I have to step into the scene from the shadows and tell you that's a misconception. Okay, we're not killing gay women. We're killing gay women who want to be straight again.
So they're gay.
But they want to be straight.
Are any of them inanimate objects that have somehow come to life?
No.
Well, better than me.
But all of ours gave consent. That's the difference.
Consent to be murdered?
They didn't know that that's what they were signing, but it holds up in court.
Well, baby David Singh knew what was going to happen until I told him.
Oh. What do you mean you told him?
I told him he was going to get reincarnated.
And then did what to him? Bashed him?
Well, I climbed up to the top of one of the arms that are overhanging of the Asian man and dropped him.
And you dropped him, and then...
He shattered.
He shattered when he hit... Was he screaming?
Yeah.
Screaming and crying? Hit the ground and shattered, and the silence was deafening?
Not deafening. More peaceful.
Oh. It was like a peaceful moment of,
Oh, no, well, the only thing I knew at that point was I wouldn't have to deal with him anymore getting into my shit. But I would have to answer Marvel. I'm like, where's baby David Singh? Where's baby David Singh? It took her a while to even ask.
And you just started, hoping that she wouldn't notice, and by that time, then you could report him missing and pretend that you too didn't.
I was never going to report him missing. I just hoped she'd forget about him and he could just be a plot.
Her own son?
Well, I mean, we didn't talk about him for literal months.
That's true. It's true, and I'm sure when she finally did bring him up, that was probably a scary moment for you because you thought you got away with it by that point.
More so just annoying.
All right. Well, Sister No, I think you've got your work cut out for you. I'm going to step back into the background here because this is crazy.
This is absolutely wild. Brandon, I thought you were wholesome. This is even making me sick to my stomach, and I've killed dogs live on TV. Okay. Lieutenant, what's your name?
Calderson.
Lieutenant Calderson, I have something to tell you about my client.
Okay.
He's guilty.
I know. Yeah, we know.
How do you know?
Oh, just evidence and,
Oh, okay.
body language experts and those sorts of things.
Oh, well, he just told me in there. Were you
He
recording?
did confess?
Yeah, he did. Were you recording it?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and use it
Okay.
in law, and I think he should get the death penalty.
Oh, you do. You do.
He killed his own son.
Well, genetics are a little crazy on that because it's technically he's like the stepdad.
Okay.
And so, like, for us, it's kind of more common for stepdads to do this than you might think. Stepdads don't like raising somebody else's son.
No, I totally get that. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
raise somebody else's son.
And so, since it's somebody else's son, the penalty's a little lower than if it was his own.
So how long do you think he's going to go away?
20, 25 years. So
Okay.
it's still a life sentence. But, if it was his own son, we might be looking at the gallows.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to phone up Nancy Sachs, and I'm going to let her know that he just confessed.
Okay, yeah,
you
that's
do what
great.
you got to do.
I'll come join the press release when she gets here.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm going to go release the mother.
Okay, sounds good.
This job never gets easier.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. David used to say all the time, he'd say, thank you for letting me be myself again. Daddy, Lieutenant Calderson, I'm never gonna be myself again. Y'all took a piece of me.
Mrs. Rogers, I know this is probably one of the worst things you've ever had to go through, and I hate to tell you this. We are going to let you go because you're not a suspect in the murder, but you are going to be facing charges of child endangerment and all of the things that led up to the fact that you left your son with its baby daddy, or its stepdad. Sorry, I know it's not the baby daddy.
How was I supposed to know he was gonna fucking take it up on the top of the Asian arms and throw it off and let it be crushed and shattered into a bunch of pieces?
But ultimately it is up to the mother. Ultimately it is up to the mother to make sure that the baby is safe. And, so that's something you'll deal with in court. We're going to let you go, but, damn, this is a crazy story. And to your lawyer, we just want to let you know there are going to be a bunch of cameras and news media outside. This has kind of turned into a free-for-all, given that, baby David Singh was like an autistic freak of nature, needed to be taken care of, once of a lifetime, type of individual, priceless being, and, you kind of let him go. Now, I know it's not your fault, but so that's just something you all have to be dealing with as you leave. So,
Oh, thank you for the heads up. Come on, Marble.
Sister Marble! Nancy Sachs,
No questions.
can I do an interview? Nancy Sachs!
Okay, Nancy, I'll do it quick, just a quick one.
First off, I have to say I'm so sorry for your loss. Can you do anything other than cry? It's okay if not.
I'm gonna try, Nancy.
Marble had this to say.
Brandon, my boyfriend and husband and stepdaddy to my baby took my trust and threw it off of the ramps and the towers of the tunnel. He took it up and he took it on an Asian's arms and he was gonna try to blame it on an Asian. But it was Brandon the whole time.
Marble, that was my next question. Do you think there was any significance of the Asian arms?
He was gonna try to make it seem like it was some Asian person, and now he's taking
You really think that?
He's taken it. Now he's brought in two communities, the marble community and the Asian community, and he's trying to put us against each other, and everybody knows fine china's made out of marble. He's trying to take away my life, and he already took away a piece
story after a word from our sponsors.
Oh, Beverly, I can't believe our great-granddaughter, great-grandson is dead.
I know. It's going to be terrible to have to bury a statue.
Well, at least they already ground it into chalk.
Could you believe the work we had to go through to rescue Marble and get him and making sure everybody's okay just for Brandon to go and do that?
I know.
Brandon would still be living on Goat Island if it wasn't for us.
I know he never even would have got involved, and starts to make you wonder, like, is this our fault?
We've enabled him for so long.
We should have seen the warning signs.
How could we not know he was a monster?
Well, because we were getting all of his, equipment, and he was putting together all this cool equipment for us, and he was so harmless as the popsicle newspaper boy, and now we're all going to be grieving.
Sometimes you just never know. You go to high school with two people who would end up,
It's true.
You just sometimes it's the people you least expect, and sometimes it's the people you most expect.
And sometimes it's the people you most expect in the ways you wouldn't have ever actually guessed, but you kind of, it's like, well, okay, I guess that makes sense. Because it's the Rogers, but, man,
the Rogers are dirty, nasty people, but Brandon was just, he had the mentality of just an idiot kid or something, but my God, I don't want to have to bury David.
I don't either.
David's sick.
I don't either. He taught us it was okay to thank ourselves for being ourselves again, and
I want to
thank him for letting me be myself again. Rest in peace, David.
Rest in peace, baby David. See? Oh, you want to fuck?
Always.
What an improv.
Sad. I feel like this is the end of Brandon.
She was heartbroken. I mean, as you would be.
Yeah.
As you would be.
Brandon's gonna go away, dude.
Yeah, I think he's going to prison.
Yeah. I don't know how he could ever work it. Well, there's plenty of terror. I mean, fucking Big Red nailed so many sex gremlins.
Right.
and
Yeah, it's
he's
hard to
still
say
around.
if he's even going to go to prison, but I'm sure he will.
This feels like one of the worst crimes that's happened on the show for some reason.
Especially, even though, we didn't really, care that much about David Singh, it is kind of crazy that he's dead.
Yeah.
And of course, anything can happen in the MOATAIF universe.
He's
but,
a
man.
fucking statue, bro.
Right.
He can be put back together.
Right. They put him back together, but now he's like, because they
He sings, I want to let you,
pieces.
I want to thank you for letting me be myself, but he does it in reverse,
Love that. Well, hello and welcome to MOATAIF, folks. We're back.
We're back.
Another installment, another episode.
Yep.
We're getting close to filming some BONNADOOSE. That's fun. And is this the first time we've talked about it on the pod? I think it may be.
I might be, actually, yeah.
We're maybe, speaking it into the universe, we as we hung out today, we went to Hilliard to get was that technically Hilliard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Hilliard proper.
We went to Hilliard to get a new camera. We are now up to 2 cameras for the production, which is exciting.
2 new cameras, the Lumix G7.
G7.
Now the official sponsor of I wish they were a sponsor.
Right.
We're whenever you watch movie credits and they show all the gear they use, all the logos for it, Panasonic would definitely be there for this one. Yeah.
And it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. Hopefully we don't have to put any people in the credits that we are dishonoring, or what was it? No thanks whatsoever to.
Yeah, I certainly
I hope
so.
we don't have that.
But I got this camera. I've been using it. I have the exact version I just got of this duplicate camera for a few months now. I've been using it. It's great.
Nice.
I have no complaints about it. It does everything I want it to do perfect. Autofocus is great. Looks great. Battery stays charged for quite a long time.
You gotta love that.
Yep.
You gotta love that.
It's everything we want it to be.
I'm hoping that we can, it sounds like next Thursday or Friday, depending on Taylor's rehearsal schedule, is going to be our first shooting day for BONNADOOSE.
It's exciting, dude.
At the Performing Arts Center.
Exciting as fuck.
I'm certainly excited for it.
Lots of developments happening here in the shooting world. I'm really looking forward to upping the production game on this one, brother. I think we're doing really good.
I agree. I'm excited to be playing multiple characters again. Of course, the audience will just have to wait and see. I don't necessarily want to go through the whole
the whole plot of
right.
the
I don't.
show.
I don't necessarily want
But
to either. But
I'm glad that I think it's going to be fun to tackle multiple characters and like try to do it in a way that with like body doubles and in some cases and keeping track of the different characters and the different scenes while also having like less scenes and less locations and less episodes. And
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I know that sounded weird, but
no.
And to have like all the latex props that we're working on, that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, dude, we really upped the game on this
Yeah.
one, dude. Not to, I don't want to speak too highly. What if it turns out, and no, it's going to turn out great. I want to get the viewers, if anybody even listens to this, I want to get them excited for it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of the most well-produced things we've ever done.
I agree. I'm
I think
excited
it's
to
see
see
the
it.
best. It's going to sound the best. We're going to have the best visuals.
Agreed.
I'm like you said, not only practical effects. I'm sure there's going to be some digital effects too. Looking forward to it, brother.
We had a pretty good breakthrough on the way home from Hilliard about where we could film some scenes, and that was
Locations are always the hardest part, dude, of this whole thing.
and it always has been. Like even when you go back to like our earliest videos ever, like even like Pick 'em Choose 'em and Gail's Killing Spree and all of those like season 1 and season 2 videos, they all just take place in my bedroom.
Bedroom or your backyard.
And it's like a different. Focusing on this wall is now a new location. Focusing on this wall is now a new location, and of course, like
certain
I'm
point
glad
is
that we
like
don't
our
have that.
like our houses were just always the sets. But like, what happens when you run out of houses to use?
Right, exactly, and that's kind of where we're at. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we're at now. So I mean, it seems like I would say it looks like we would probably be into like maybe 2 rental spaces potentially.
Yeah,
with
potentially.
with the Lawrenceville schoolhouse and maybe something for.
Like an Airbnb or something.
Yeah, like Godavidi's house might have to end up being a.
Yeah, but the last Airbnb we were at was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was a good time, and it was a nice Airbnb too. Hopefully, we could find something that's like relatively the same price, so it's not like breaking the bank. Too
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
remember that one being too bad. That was like $300, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember being too.
that
bad.
wasn't too bad, and I feel like
I feel like most Airbnbs are pretty reasonable.
right, at least for sure, like in this area.
Yeah.
And we got a certain like look in mind, but I think it'll still work out. Either
Yeah,
way.
I think there's plenty of stuff we can do. I think for me it almost seems like I think the part that you're looking forward to playing multiple characters is what I'm not looking forward to. I feel like that's going to be really hard for me. I
Yeah.
don't like doing it. It's hard.
Well, it is, but at least I think you've got 3 characters. I think we each have 3.
Yeah.
Maybe more if you include like the final episode.
Yeah.
But that's its separate production, as we've tried to say. So I don't know. Yeah, it will be. At least it's like we've got a man and a woman, and then a goon, and the goon is basically just a voiceless. And I'm
Just
sure he'll
guy
have
who
a couple
stands.
lines, but
Yeah. Guy who stands
Right.
might say things occasionally.
I'm thinking since I ordered some bald caps, I'm thinking of trying my goon might be bald.
Interesting. Okay.
Just to get some differentiation in there.
You think it would look okay?
It might look bad, but we'll see how it looks.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see how it looks.
he could be a bald guy who wears like a beanie.
Right? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but
Just to give him a little, aesthetic difference.
to look, look a little
And of course, we
different.
have like a costume for him, but you know what I mean.
I guess it's just like I don't feel as confident, or I'm not like I don't feel as confident, and I don't enjoy the acting part of it. I think as much as you do, just because you're an actor
Sure.
by like trade. But once I start to do it, it's really fun.
Right.
I like the part like before where it's like figuring out who the character is. I think like what helped me with like is like with Big Mama. Like playing John, I had no clue who that character was going to be. Like I had an idea until I started playing him, and then I'm like, grew to really like being him.
Right.
Well, I don't want to say I don't like acting, because I certainly like MOATAIF and the improv and stuff. I think it's like finding the character gives me anxiety.
Right. Yeah, and I get that, and I think that's why like we almost haven't like. I mean, I don't think that's why, but I think that's like why a lot of our content has like gone back to these things that we're already like familiar with in some way. So it's like on some levels it's like intimidating that this is all new in terms of like new characters that we've not like done before.
Yeah.
At least we sort of had a taste of that with Big Mama. I mean, I didn't because I was just playing Big Mama, but
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had a taste of
Yeah.
it. It was like cool to like, oh, okay, we could do an original character that actually people like,
right.
which happened. I think. Yeah, I mean, all my characters were pretty well liked.
Yeah, I'd
from
say
that
so.
one.
I'd say so. It will be interesting to to get into it. I'll have to take a look at nothing's going on at work the next 2 weeks, so I know it'll be available. But I'll just I'll start moving some stuff up to that set at work and print out some.
Does Royal know
set
it's
decor.
happening? Does he know
Yeah.
anything about it?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't told him about his character yet. I'm still waiting to get a little closer to the production. So I mean, I'll probably start letting him, breaking him into that information. I don't think he'll have a problem with it, but start giving him some information about it. His is I think more like a cameo than anything. His is a pretty small part.
You think it's like people see it and they're like, what?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. It's we'll see him in that episode, and then beyond that, he'll call later in the next episode or later on in that episode. I can't remember exactly how it's written, but for the most part, he'll just kind of be working in the background on the So it'd be interesting to just have a little piece of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess in other news, Ruby's been really sick for the past 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
She's sitting right next to me. Just being a little doll baby. Look at her.
She seems to be feeling a little bit better now, I would say.
She seems better than what she was when we left
Yeah.
to go get the camera. But oh my gosh, this girl has been worrying me sick. I wanted to talk about something. We were talking about work last time, and some shit happened at my job recently. But honest to God, I don't know if it's even worth getting into. But I'm just working with a woman who's an absolute fucking bitch, dude. I've been fighting for the last 2 weeks. I had been fighting a war on bureaucracy. That's what I named it. Have I told you about this at all?
I don't think so.
I've just been fighting a war on bureaucracy. My job is full of it, and there's full of just people who their only job is to just be a block on the road.
Nice.
It's like
and they take it seriously.
a troll,
Yeah.
like a troll toll kind of
Gotta
thing.
pay the troll toll.
Right, but there's no boys hole at the end.
Right.
No boys hole at the end because you can never get there.
Nice.
But basically, we had spent the last probably 4 or 5 months building this part of our application, and we're finally about to push it, make it live, and we need to get permission to do it. So what we have to do is officially we have to go in and update our high-level design document, which is something I worked on a couple years ago, and it took me probably 2 months to make this document. It's high level, but it's not really high level. They want you to get into every aspect of it. You have to take that document, and then you have to go through multiple rounds of I think the best way to describe it is it's like Senate hearings. You have to go appear to the architects and this architectural council.
Okay.
First for your org, and then the higher org. You get your people to sign off on it, and then they're like, okay, bring it to the higher people up, and this is what they're going to ask, and they try to prepare you for it. So when we did that, the whole process there last time took me 6 months.
Damn.
And that's working tirelessly on it every day. I mean, with other shit too, but it's just my main focus. So not looking forward to having to do that. And we go back, and then we have a design authority who, he is the one who decides if we even get to have the meeting with this council.
Okay.
And he's on our team. He's the design authority for the 6 or 7 teams that are under my manager's manager. And brother, he was the fork in the road. First of all, he just absolutely disapproved of everything we were doing for no reason.
Nice.
And he tried to go so far as to he waited until the 4th of July to where he knew we were all out because he's in the UK. Waited till he knew we were all out, and then sent an email to us, my manager, my manager's manager, his manager,
Oh my God.
that said, I am not approving any more work on this application. You guys have to halt work immediately. Any dev work at all until I approve of what you're doing. And we're all like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It really bizarre,
Yeah.
dude. Really weird
It's
power
small
trip.
cock energy.
Yeah, really weird power trip he was trying to do. And we're all pissed. So we spend 3 hours on the 4th of July crafting up this response that got him in trouble.
Nice.
Because we rebuted every point he made because he's and these are the reasons. And we're like, that doesn't make any sense. This guy doesn't know anything about what he's talking about.
And they never do.
So even Ganesh is calling me, and he's like, if this guy gets what he wants, I'm quitting. And I'm like, I'm right there with you, Ganesh. This is like, I've spent 3 years working on this. This guy can't just come in and say we can't do it.
Right.
Like, I've spent 3 years of my life. Anyway, I fought that war and I won.
Well, good.
Eventually, like my manager's manager went to him and was like, "You can't do that." And I don't know what he threatened to do, but he basically can fire him if he wants to. I don't know why he hasn't been fired yet.
It
I
seems
don't know
like somebody
why.
that should be fired.
Yeah, but it's really hard to like fire people. Just a lot of politics. This man wants a promotion. All this shit.
Classic.
I got it. We came to a compromise and they said that if you update to this latest version of the template, then you guys can take it to the architecture council and they can vote on it. So I took care of all that. I did all the updates we needed to do. I spent a whole week on it, and then I presented it on Monday to the council, and they were so happy with it. It was such a good win for me, brother.
Damn. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that.
Immediately after, we're dealing with another person within our team who's just being an absolute fucking bitch, dude. This woman legitimately said, I'm trying to put this in context for somebody like you could understand and like everybody can understand, but she came to us with a request for something that our app could do. Like, can you guys do this? And she came to us a few months ago and we're like, yeah, we can do that. And she's like, okay, cool. We're like, how are you going to do that? Because we need to know how you're going to come to us. High level, we can do it, but we need to talk specifics. And she's basically just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do what I want. Like, you guys like are going to do exactly what I say and what I want and when I want it. And we're like, no, okay, whatever, no.
Right.
And then it kind of just went away. And we've been talking about it a little bit, but basically, like, the whole ask is that she wants about 2 months worth of dev work from us. The only thing we get out of it is because everything we do is tracked, right? We have to get metrics at the end of the year to show, like, what value did we add to the company. And that's, like, what our bonus is dependent on.
Right.
So the goal that we had this for the year was 1,000 executions of our service ran a month. And the only thing she's offering us is, like, 100 one-time executions. So we're like, why would we spend 2 months working on that? That's not going to get us like what we need to like show that we have value. And she comes to us again and is basically like, you guys need to do this. You're going to do it my way. And then we sent her an email back with some questions about it. And then she said, don't email me with questions. If you need to ask questions, you can come to our office hours. Brother, we're on the same team.
Yeah, right.
Like we're I don't know if that makes sense. We're like all in the same like set of like tools that we all have to work together.
Right.
We have the same boss. You can't just tell us like I don't know if it comes off how rude it fucking was.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean it's of course.
I talked to one of my somebody who used to know her. He said he used to work in the office with her because she's in India. He said that he came to her desk one time and she said, "Don't come to me and talk to me. Like if you want something, send me an email." And I'm like, she literally, that's what she was like a few years ago. And now she's telling us we can't even send her an email and ask her a question.
Nice.
These are the people I've been dealing with at work, dude. It's fucking killing me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like I had to immediately go to war with her too.
It's so annoying.
I immediately go to war with her too. But I have a week off of actual work this week because I have a training. I'm really thankful for that.
That's good. It sucks to be at a training though, but
I signed up for it.
Yeah.
It's like I signed up. I signed up and I got nominated for it because it's like this leadership and engineering thing, and I'm trying to get promoted this year. So.
Oh, nice. So I guess that makes sense then.
Yeah. And the last thing I heard is that I'm definitely on track to get promoted. So I'm really happy about that.
I hope so. That is good.
Maybe the beginning of next year we'll find out.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good. Well, we touched on it in the last episode, and, of course, we, briefly just now mentioned Dog's health, but Bella did pass away.
Yes.
So MOATAIF honors Bella.
MOATAIF honors for sure.
Thankfully, she did decide not to put down Willow as well, so that's nice. I haven't been over there since it happened, but apparently Bella has been cremated and is on the kitchen table. So that's something.
Bella has been on this show, has she not?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So may she rest. Of course. It still feels a little raw, but it is. As awful as like rude as it'll sound. Like I'm glad I didn't go because I like to the actual appointment. Because I think it would be like a lot more raw than it still is,
Yeah.
just because like to actually like see them expire is something that I don't want to do.
I don't know if I could ever.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Well, I mean, it's like,
I would want to be there with them, like, but like, oh my god, it would kill me.
yeah, like doing it with Princess was like, I'm glad I did it, and like I will certainly do it if I have to like put Fran to sleep. Like I would certainly do it with her or any of my cats, because like I wouldn't want them to be alone in their like last minute wondering like where I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like obviously I would never do that, but yeah, that happened. So my mom's down to a 1-dog household. Willow was having a hard time adjusting, as you could imagine. She wasn't eating for a couple days afterwards, and it took like putting it was sad. It took like putting cheese or egg or something, they said, in her food before she would start eating a couple days later.
That's so
Poor
sad,
thing.
dude.
I know.
Oh my god, that's heartbreaking.
I know. I felt really bad for her when she told me that. I was like, that's really sad. I've got a pet peeve for you. I think that'll be a nice little
Pet
way
peeve,
to
okay.
wrap this out. And maybe not that I'm like, but it came up a lot when I was in How I Learned to Drive, is when I think I realized that it was one of my pet peeves, but I hear it all the time now. I hate when people say whenever I was. Now let me explain, because like of course whenever is a word that you can use, but people will say it like, whenever I was 8, my mom told me to go to school.
Instead of when I was 8?
Right. Or, oh, like, when did you hear that? Whenever I was 7.
I don't know if I've ever heard somebody say that.
All the time now.
Really?
Like, it's kind of like that, that when you would get, like, you would unlock those missions in Grand Theft Auto where it was like, find me a viper, and then there's no vipers, and then you finally find a viper and you turn it into the garage, and now there's like 400 vipers on the street.
Yep.
That's literally like, the girl in How I Learned to Drive said that all the time.
What, like
Emma,
whenever I was 10?
Yeah, or she'd be like, whenever I was going to the movies, whenever I went to DC.
That to me kind of does make sense though, because it's like every time I go there.
Well, sure, but that's not what she meant.
Interesting.
She would mean when I went to DC in 8th grade, but she would be like, whenever I went to DC in 8th grade.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. And now I
you've
hear
heard
it
other
all
people
the
say
time. Yeah, I've heard it like on TV. I've heard it,
Really?
Yeah, like I can't think of any other examples, but enough that I put it in my notes, because I think it was like someone on Dance Moms like has assuredly said whenever I started. That would make sense though. That's the problem, is because then when you start throwing out examples, you find things that you start making one up that actually does make sense, and they never make sense, because like you can say whenever, like when you're not sure about the time, like when do you want me to come over? Whenever's fine with you. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You could say whenever. When the time doesn't matter, you do say whenever. But when you're talking about a time in the past, you don't say whenever.
Right.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't say whenever I was 8 is when I first learned to ride my bike. You would just say when I was 8, I learned to ride a bike.
It seems very weird to make it whenever.
Yeah, but she was doing that all the time.
Abigail does something like this, but not quite the same. But she'll use a word, and I'm like, she's using like a version of the word that is like not the version that she's meaning to use, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. But every time she does it, I'm like,
like that's not it.
I just have to let it go.
Right.
I'm just like that's not like what you mean, right? Like she'll add like a re or something to it, like some kind of prefix,
like sort of like irregardless. I mean,
that's exactly it.
Yeah,
that's the exact word.
Yeah, and it's
brother,
like,
you just mean regardless,
right?
Why are you saying irregardless?
Right, because it's not a word even to begin with.
It's not.
Unlike whenever, which is a word, and they're just using it incorrectly. Like irregardless just isn't a word.
It's not a word, really.
Yeah.
Then why does she say it?
People say it. It's like a common misnomer or whatever you want to say, or colloquialism.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that, because I'm like, why doesn't she just say regardless? Because that's what she means.
Right.
You're just making it.
Yeah, people just say it all the time.
You're right, brother. It's in the dictionary, but it literally says irregardless. Definition: regardless.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It comes from the mid 19th century.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those words they put in the dictionary because people say it, but it's not actually a word.
It should be avoided by careful users of English.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like it's like, oops. Now when they put it like that, it makes it like, oh, I guess I'm a retard then. Like, you know what I mean? Like
the way they're like,
No,
it should-
Abigail recognizes that regardless is what she means to say, but she does not care.
yeah.
And I do appreciate that about her because
Yeah.
it's like you can't bring her down. Like, like
Well, I mean, of course, there's no reason to, but yeah.
no, I will never forget. Back in we were in sophomores in high school.
Whenever we were sophomores in high school.
Did I just
No,
say it?
no, I'm just saying, like, that would have been an example of where somebody could say it wrong.
Yeah.
Whenever
That
we
would
were
be really weird to
sophomores.
say it.
Yeah.
I would be so embarrassed. But you humiliated me because I said could of
Oh.
OF, and
Yeah.
you're like, dude, you sent me such a fucking mean message. You're like, you sound like a fucking idiot. It was something along those lines. It could have. It's a contraction for could have, and I've never forgot it since. I'm like, I probably didn't even know it at the time
That's
because
so
I was in
funny.
high school.
Right.
I just didn't
That's
pay
funny.
attention that close.
Well, here's the thing. I knew you deserved to know.
I appreciate it. Like, I would never
You deserve.
I
to
always
know the
now know it's a
correction.
contraction. Could have.
It's
At the time, I truly didn't know though,
yeah. I
and
can
I
see
felt
it.
like an
I can
idiot.
see- I apologize for making you feel
No,
stupid. I
no,
don't
it's-
remember
it's
that,
all
of
right.
course, but that's so funny. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm I'm not necessarily like the grammar police in my mind, but there are certain things like could have
Yeah.
that bothers me when I see it because I'm like, I get it, I can understand how they hear it, but then I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, to not know. Obviously not talking about you, but like to not know, when I see it today, and then to be like, I understand it does sound similar, but then to not know means like you didn't read enough books, like you didn't pay attention in school. Not you, but I'm just saying, like,
I mean, clearly I didn't up until that point to really know.
Yeah.
But I did read a lot of books.
Yeah.
It just never registered to me.
Well, and sometimes books like to just spell it out. A lot
Yeah,
of
maybe.
some books don't use contractions in that way, so they would.
Well, obviously, I would
could
say,
have.
if I wrote it, I would say would have.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. I texted you with would of.
Right. Yeah,
Something
who
along
knows?
those lines.
Who knows? I don't know, but folks, if you're out there, it's not whenever I was. Whenever
Right.
I was
Well,
8.
my whole point with that is that you should be able to say it one time, and people, maybe two, and people should pick up on it.
It's true.
Even if you see proper examples of it on your own,
Mhm.
you should be able to pick up on it. If I said could of at 29, cringe.
Right.
How do you not know?
Right.
And why do older people think that you need to put 5 spaces, like 5
Mm-mm.
periods after a sentence?
I don't know.
This is a pet peeve of mine, grammar pet peeve. You ever see people on Facebook put a period and then an exclamation point?
I feel like I have. Yeah.
I see it all the time with the ghetto crowd.
I wonder if it's like, because I know sometimes
Period, question mark.
Because I know sometimes like if you hit 2 spaces, sometimes the phone will automatically put a period. So I wonder if that's part of it.
I genuinely feel like it's because they're so stupid. They know they need to end the sentence, but they don't know.
An exclamation point is a period,
Yeah.
essentially. Like, it is a valid way to end a sentence.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of embarrassing too, because like whoever put that together, like whoever created that punctuation, like literally used the period in every single one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's just an addition to the period.
Right. Like they really put some thought into that, and they're like, okay, here's the period. This is like the universal ending. But if you want to add a question, just put a little, or if you're excited, just put a little, or if you're, if it's a colon, just put another dot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they really put some work into it to be like, this is the end of a sentence. And people
Right.
still don't fucking get it.
Dude, blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Nobel Prize, whoever came up with punctuation. Who do you think came up with punctuation?
Probably some ancient
You think
person.
like Nostradamus? I mean, it couldn't
Well,
have
clearly
been him,
they
but-
weren't. Were they punctuating like hieroglyphics?
That's a good question.
Is there a hieroglyphic period?
Now I need to look it up. Who created?
Created punctuation.
And I guess like, does punctuation change versus like language?
I'm sure.
I mean, like some other languages have, upside down question marks. Punctuation, as we know it today, has a complex history, but Aristophanes of Byzantium is created with developing the first systematic approach to punctuation in the 2nd century BC.
Wow, I can't believe it took them that long.
Punctuation marks are marks indicating... Let's see. The oldest known example of punctuation marks were found in the Meshastele from the 9th century BC, consisting of points between the words and horizontal strokes between sections. The alphabet-based writing began with no spaces, no capitalizations, no vowels. Only with the Greek playwrights did the end of sentences begin to be marked to help actors know when to make pauses during performance.
That's
Interesting.
nice. They just like were struggling.
Punctuation
Run-on sentences
includes,
until
I guess so. Punctuation includes space between words and both obsolete and modern signs. By the 19th century, grammarians explained the difference between the punctuation marks by a hierarchy that ascribed a different weight to them. 6 marks, proposed in 1966 by the French author Hervé Bazin, could be seen as predecessors to emoticons and emojis.
Ooh. I would say that would be like the hieroglyphics, though.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Pictures that symbolize what you're trying to express.
Right. What did Hervé Bazin... I know I gotta see what were his 6 marks. It's too impossible to know because it was 1966.
What if it was the period?
Yeah, like who invented the period now? Tell me who invented the period.
And did he also invent the exclamation point? Because that's what we're attributing the genius to. Like, it's designed really well.
The word period to describe menstruation, no. That's not what I meant. Come on. Who invented the period punctuation?
I'm looking it up too. Aristophanes did, brother.
Damn, he invented the period.
That's crazy. Ooh, he had a high dot, mid dot, low dot. The low dot that we know as the period was the comma.
Oh. Interesting that we now...
mid dot was a semicolon. I mean, it works.
And what was high dot?
Full stop. That's the period.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
I
the
kinda
dot
like
would
that
be all
better.
the way up there. That's weird.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's just one thing in different spots for each.
Right.
You don't even need to know it's this thing curled around.
That's true. That's true, but it doesn't leave it at that point. What Aristophanes at that point at least gave us was not a question mark or an exclamation point.
Yeah, so now we need to know who invented the exclamation mark.
I guess he like came up. I guess that was like if it had to do with like acting. I guess that was kind of left on the actor to discover that themselves. Oh, this is a question.
Right. Apparently, we don't know who invented the exclamation, but it's in medieval Latin writing. But it makes sense. I mean, like, we're so rigid with our language, like, any sentence has to end with something like that.
Right.
Like, we have to, like, they've baked that kind of stuff into the way we write.
Right.
So that you have to express intent.
Right. And it's interesting because, like, we obviously don't speak like that. I mean, we do, but we don't think in our minds, like, oh, this is a period, and now I'm ending with a question mark or a period. You know, we just...
Most people speak in full run-on sentences.
Right. It's interesting. And then, like, yeah, and then you have to, like, interpret that when you're writing it and be like, okay, well, they asked a question and they said this excited and they...
Right, like...
Then this was just a statement.
When you read magazine articles that are transcribing, like a clearly an interview they had that they've just spoke.
Absolutely.
It always reads so weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's, I mean, it's, like, more
I enjoy
accurate.
reading English. I like the way English is written when it's written properly.
Yeah, I agree. It's also nice to, you know, kind of like we've been talking about around about in BONNADOOSE, like it's nice to also like stray from that and be like, instead of writing out all of this script like in a way that doesn't actually sound human, like we're just going to improvise a scene that matches these beats. Which
Yeah,
then
that to me makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Than
it'll have more like real life
pauses. And
more reality to it.
people stop to think.
Right. It has more realism to it than if you sat down and planned everything out. And I mean, like, I think we could do that, but it's just not as fun.
Why not?
It's just not as fun, I feel like. And then, like, how many of the moments in Big Mama, we wouldn't have come up with half of that stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel like it takes a certain level of conceit to be like, the words I write down are so important that they're not going to be said any other way.
Right.
And it's almost like delusion.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that good.
Right. And so honestly, like to harken back to like those ancient, playwrights who were putting in punctuation just to help an actor at that point, then it kind of does put the onus back onto the person reading it to interpret it their own way. If it's just all you have is the end of a sentence, and you have to determine if this is a question or it's kind of interesting that way, because now a lot of plays will be published and they'll put like stage directions in them, which you can ignore, but like the stage directions will be like, all things from like crossing from backstage and sitting at a chair, which like you can completely ignore that, to think, because if you don't have a backstage or you don't have a chair or you're doing it on Mars, you don't necessarily have to do that, but they'll also put on some of the lines like shyly, to like give you an
Yeah.
idea of what the, character, and a lot of some directors are like, just cross that all out, because it's really, to me, only important when what they're telling you is the opposite of how you would read it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm reading through a play and it's like, thank you, but then I could read that and think like, oh, well, she's thank you. Yeah, thank you. But then because
in
it
the
says
context,
coldly,
it's like,
it's like coldly.
Thank you.
Like, oh, like she's not actually, happy. So, I mean, I don't know.
How confusing would it be, though, for instances like this where it's like, you? Me?
Right.
Me.
Right.
Like, how would they know? It would just be you, me.
Yeah, literally. Yep. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they're Italian.
I need a red room.
There's no punctuation to describe if it's a question.
How am I want kitty, kitty, kitty.
I need a way in the sentence to show that the sentence is over, but then I don't know if I'm excited saying it or if it's a question.
Well, and especially when you say it like that, it's hard to say, because I would say an exclamation point based on the his cadence, but then at the same time, like, that did sound like a question. So I'm like, I don't know, what would you put?
I have no clue.
Well, folks, I mean, you got to thank Aristophanes. Is that who they said it was?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. Aristophanes.
Got to thank Aristophanes for periods, the high period, the low period, the mid period.
He made a bunch of plays, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't think I could name one, but they're out there. MOATAIF honors Aristophanes.
Tristan might put on one of his plays one day.
And until then, folks, hopefully, we'll have an update for BONNADOOSE the next time we record MOATAIF. Maybe we'll already have some BONNADOOSE filmed and in the can. But until then, stay out.
I might.
Here I am. Rock you like heart attacks,